Sometimes it's hard to find a reason to keep living, to swallow the pain and remember all the people who would miss you if you weren't around anymore. Cause life's too short to sit around waiting for miracles. I always said that any day I wake up and see past my eyelids is gonna be a good day, until that one day I woke up and I was somebody else. Another day wasted, another tragedy, constantly contemplating life outside of reality. As I casually dissect thoughts, I contemplate on how to relieve the pain that I can't compensate. So I compensate with a pill, proceed in the bottle, and it confiscates my potential. Goes from flourish to hollow, I'll worship tomorrow, cause I'm deeming today awful as I swallow another false perception that better horizons can't follow. And wallow in the pity puddle, a negative role model, playing twisted alcohol, power pill, mega spice bowl lottos. On the prowl for any feeling outside of my being, except kneeling and putting my faith in believing outside myself, seeking one track mind that is wreaking havoc in my life and left me blind with unresolved anger burning deep inside. So I roll the paradise looking for paradise, but when you're a lost guy in dark times, all you can see is snake ice. Locked up, insanity set in. Don't tell me about Jesus, kid, I already met him. I've been letting these delusions get the best of what I got left, and it'll be no illusion when you see me put my demons to rest. I'll never forget that foggy night back when an opinion got me lost trying to connect the dots. And if you could have stepped in my shoes, a mirror image my thoughts, you'd see in a man's hands that may have once been nailed to the cross. At the cost of my well-being and sanity, I took on a one-man mission to repair and save all of humanity, thinking every human being's welfare was my responsibility, and worldwide peace was more than just a possibility, thinking every thought was driven by sincerity, and realizing greed was the objectivity of my mind that was filled with these beliefs and emotions. I turned to anything for relief, attempting to stop the mental implosion. But before I knew I needed a reason to keep breathing, and leaving my hometown was the only option I was seeing. So seizing the opportunity, I up and left, still fiending for answers to questions that ran on my caught in my head. I got to P-Town and 2 weeks later I could have been dead. My mom walked into a red floor and rushed me to the ER. That was my birthday, the day I turned 24, 2012. I'll never forget that June 4th. These lacerations on my wrist will last forever to remind me of the evil that I did. The steeple didn't shift, the peaceful people didn't lift a hand. It was I who simply couldn't understand. How can God have a plan for me when he is I and I am him? And now I hardly respond to my name, Harrison. I tried to make sense of what I'll never comprehend, and left myself with nothing in the end but everything to give. Speeding to the hospital, sure clutching my wrist. I asked my mom if I was gonna die, if this was it. We got the screaming for medical attention. I swear nearly killing myself was never my intention, yeah. So as the dog stitched me up, I tried to lighten the mood. Told them I once thought I was Jesus, Harrison, Christ, Satan, and God too. A few minutes went by and my pops and brothers came in to see me in a cast on an IV of Valium. They brought a birthday carrot cake, I hadn't had one since 1. I couldn't use either arm, so my baby brother fed me some. I turned to my mom and said, you're not gonna wanna go home. I'm sorry for what I broke, I destroyed almost everything you own. She stroked my head like she did when I was a baby and said with a tear in her eye, I know you're sorry, it'll be fine. My possessions can always be replaced, it's alright. The only thing that matters to me is that you're alive. Forever I'll be thankful for my mama, guardian angel, my nana in the sky. I know you're still here, I'm grateful to be able to call my voicemail and still hear your voice and see you in home movies when I was just a little boy. And pops, you were there from the beginning, more than once I woke in the hospital and you were still there, and that meant everything to my brothers. I put you through hell, but I want you to know your love kept me going. I never could have done this on my own. Much love to my family, Ryan Lacasse, Big Fat Paulie. You guys will never know how much you mean to me. And Grandma's gang, you guys sure as hell never left me. I left me, which means I left you too. And if there's anything I know after everything we've been through, it's that you guys are my family too.